Good morning, folks. How are we doing? I hope you are having a great unified day. I'm on Kairos. Great to see y'all, hear from y'all. Uh, Here's the plan for today. We got two short videos you're gonna watch. One with me, one on YouTube with the mathematics of roulette. Okay, so we're finally starting to get into talking about some game stuff, and we could talk more about this when I get back. But yeah, there we go. We got that. So let's jump into it. So this one shouldn't be long. I don't know how long this will be because I'm filming it, but let's do it. And then we'll talk about it and see, and we'll go from there. So what we're talking about today is expected value, or a lot of times in the industry, they'll call it EV, okay? EV, or expected value. It's an anticipated value for an investment sometime in the future, okay? I'd write that down. This might be one of the most important things you learn this year. It's a pretty quick lesson, and like we're just going to kind of touch on the surface of this, but this just goes into so many different things. You know, you want to, if you're interested in accounting, if you're interested in finance, if you're interested in stock investing, if you're interested in gambling, if you're interested in sports, they use expected value all the time and those kind of things, okay? So anticipated value for an investment sometime in the future. There's a lot of different ways that this can come about, right? I mean, the easiest way to think about it is like treasury bonds. You buy a bond from the government or from a company, and you say, okay, here's $10,000. And they're like, okay, in 10 years, I'm making that up. I mean, there's many different years you could do it. In 10 years, we're going to give you back the $10,000 plus this much interest over time, right? So you can figure out your expected value for that bond. It's like, okay, I'm going to get 3% a year for 10 years, and I'm going to get my 10,000 back too. So that's one way it comes up. It comes up in sports quite a bit too. It comes up in gambling. And so we're going to see that example in roulette today. So that is expected value. Here's another way to think about it. In statistics, expected value is calculated by multiplying each of the possible outcomes by the likelihood that each outcome will occur and then adding up all those values. That might sound a little crazy at the start, but it's really not that crazy. Maybe we do a super simple example here. Let's see here. Get out a pen here. Let's say we flip a coin, okay? Let's say who we got back there? Sam Finnegan's back there. Sam, flip a coin. If you win, okay, you get $2. If you lose, you pay me $1. Okay, very simple problem. So the EV would be like this: 0.5. That's the chance that he wins. He calls something, he wins. I give him $2. Okay. Plus 0.5 chance that he loses, because we're just flipping a coin. That's where I'm getting the 0.5. So we're just flipping a coin. $2 if he wins, 0.5 chance that he loses. Okay. That's going to be -1 because he's losing money. So we want to make sure that's the thing we got to be careful about with EV, what's positive and what's negative. Some events you might lose money or lose points or something. So that's 1 minus a half. So his EV is +1/2. So he should play this game. So when you talk about gambling or games or something, or money's involved in this, if you get a positive EV, that means you should play the game because you'll probably win money. Okay. Now, That's a very simple example, okay? When I get back from Kairos, we're gonna do a more kind of crazy example, but it should still be interesting, okay? So simple example. Sorry, this thing is annoying. Okay, there we go. Okay. So here's the YouTube video that you're gonna watch on roulette. So go ahead and watch that as well. I mean, probably both of these videos together probably just take you like 10 minutes or something, but let's look at, for us, let's look at a couple other examples. Okay, in this data is a little old, but I think I got an updated one for you to look at later. In the 2020-2021 season, Kevin Durant shot 57% on 2-pointers and 47% on 3-point attempts. Which shot has a higher expected value? So this one, we're looking at two different EVs, okay? And again, not that complicated, but for Kevin Durant, if he shoots a 2-pointer, I'm going to do it like this. Right? If he shoots a 2-pointer, he gets 2 points. And then his probability that he makes a 2-pointer is 57%. Okay. So then you can just do a little math. And I know there's a lot more to this than just this. There's a lot to basketball. I know we're simplifying it, but it's good to start somewhere, right? Good to start somewhere. Okay, so that gives us an EV of 1.14. Okay, so his expected value on a 2-point shot is 1.14. And that is something that general managers or coaches look at. Like, they know their expected values of, and they get a little bit more detailed, but they're still looking at expected value. This is just an easy way to start it. Okay, and then let's do bombadoo, dabadoo. EV of a 3-pointer is he gets 3 points for a 3-pointer. Do you guys know that? Did you know that? And his expected value on that is 0.45. And then let's do a little, I got a little calc here. Don't worry. 1.35. Okay, so if everything's equal, which it's not because basketball is complicated, but if everything's equal, he should take more 3-pointers because his expected points on a 3-pointer is higher, right? Right? That is why, I mean, again, way more complicated, but this is one of the reasons why you're seeing the NBA turn into such a 3-point shooting thing, where for its previous history it wasn't, is because people got so good at shooting 3-pointers that they're able to get their expected value higher on threes. So it's better to take threes if you can take them well. Let's look at one more here, and then we'll call it a day. So Zion, different kind of player than KD. He can still hit threes, but not at the same clip. So he is shooting, in 2021, he shot 61% on 2s. Absolutely mad lad. Just a mad lad. Okay, so we're going to go EV of a 2 for Zion. It is 2 times 0.61. Pretty darn good. I don't know how he's doing this year. Seems like he's always injured, isn't it? So 1.22. So you can see that that's higher than Durant's, which makes sense because the percentage is higher. And then EV on a 3 for Zion is 3 times 0.34. Okay, let's see what that comes out to. 1.02. So you can see for Kevin Durant, take more threes if possible. Zion, keep taking your 2s, man. Higher expected value on those. So that's just a little quick lesson. This is such an important idea. I know we're kind of, that seems like that was pretty quick. You're going to watch this YouTube video on roulette, get another idea of EV, and then there's a little bit of a worksheet for you to do, okay? So that's your unified day. Tomorrow, again, I'll still be gone on Kairos, so you got a little review packet. Next week, we'll have a day to kind of review with me and work on a little project, and then we'll have a quiz. So I don't know what day that would be next week. Wednesday? I don't know. I haven't looked that far ahead. So review packet tomorrow. I'll post the answers. You can check your answers, and otherwise, we'll see you next week. I hope you have a great day. Good luck tomorrow. I'm gonna stop the share and I'm gonna sign off.